Hello my YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. It is me, your girl Natisha. Remember I told you guys that I would be back doing crazy things. I am still with the tongue-tied issue. I still get very much so tongue-tied. I don't know why. Like, I know exactly what I want to say, how I want to say it, but I get tongue-tied saying it. I don't know. I guess my brain kind of works much faster than what my mouth allows it to do. But anyways, I am back. Today we have a very special taping. Like I told you guys, I was going to be back doing some crazy different things. And I know it has a lot to do with the fact that I am pregnant. Guys, I have hit my 12-week marker. And with that being said, that still doesn't change the fact that I have my cravings. I still have my cravings. And today I had a craving for my Olive Garden Toscana, Zuppa Toscana. Oh my God, it's such an amazing soup. And I love soups. Anyone who knows me knows that I love soups. I cook soups like there's no tomorrow. Like, I can cook any type of soup. You name it, I'll look it up. I'm a Google researcher. Like, y'all know, I told y'all before, I'm a Google queen. So I will Google and I will research any ingredients, recipes that I feel like I will need to if I want to make it and make it on my own. Instead of me going out and spending money, you know, you're pregnant, you don't want to go out, you don't want to have to do all that walking and, you know, traveling all the time. Sometimes you just want to be in your own home and you want to be able to cook your own meal and you feel safe because you cooked it, right? Like, you're the one who made it, so you don't have to worry about if someone did something crazy to your food just because they didn't like you or the way you look. And I hate to bring that up, but it's the truth. Like, there's crazy people out there in the world, and so you can't trust everybody. But anyways, moving on, let's get down to the get down. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be actually showing you guys my recipe, which is, I think, pretty much the common recipe for the soup in particular. It's called Zuppa Toscana. It's actually made with Italian sausage. Actually, let me show you guys, because I can show you better than I can tell you what it's made with, okay? Let's take a look and see what it's made with. Okay guys, here's what we have today. So with the Zuppa Toscana soup, and you're going to get a little shot of my belly in there as well. With the Zuppa Toscana soup, what we're going to be using is, our main ingredients are going to be, I'm actually going to be using 4 of these rusty potatoes. I'm going to leave the skin on, so these are going to get a good washing. So I'm going to use 4 of these. I'm going to use maybe 5 cloves of garlic because I am a big garlic fan. I love garlic. I am going to use also 1 white onion. I actually have 3 cans of Swanson's chicken broth. You can use the box kind, or if you want to, you can actually use the bouillon cubes, the chicken bouillon cubes, and you can mix that with water. A lot of people prefer those. I actually prefer these because I actually need to watch my sodium intake, so that way I know what I'm actually putting inside my body. Of course, you guys know, because of this thing here, definitely want to be careful. I'm also, because I like spice, I'm going to be using some crushed red peppers, along with some black peppers. Then we're going to have some, I'm going to add, this is going to be something that I'm going to put on afterwards, which is my Kraft Parmesan cheese. You can actually get the one that you shred if you want to, that you do yourself. Definitely going to be using some of this good old half and half. Well, this is heavy whipping cream actually. And you only want to use 1 cup of that. And I will actually put the ingredients in at the bottom of the description box, or in the description box, should I say. I do apologize. I'm going to use a pinch of kosher salt. And the only reason why I'm using a small pinch is because kosher salt, it tends to go a long way. So you really don't need that much. Now for the main ingredients, which is going to be our meat ingredients, we're going to be using Johnsonville's, and again, like I said, I love spice. So I'm going to be using the Johnsonville's hot Italian sausage. That's what I'm going to be using, along with some nice, wonderful, crispy bacon. Well, actually, I'm not going to make it that crispy because you don't want it that. Like, when you're making a soup, you want all your textures to match. And so I'm going to be having some bacon, and this is definitely mostly for the smokiness and for the flavor. And I'm going to be using this big bad boy. It's typically a one-pot cooking deal. So you don't have to use that many pots and pans, to actually cook. As a matter of fact, this is going to be the pot that I'm going to be using here. I use this bad boy for a lot of things. As you can see, the depth in it. It's, one of those pots that you put on. I know you can barely see it that good. But, yeah, I'm going to be using this. And I'm going to start off with cooking. I'm actually going to start off with cooking my sausage first, because I want to do that. I want to crumble my sausage. and you know, cook that down, make sure that it's cooked all the way through. And then after that, once everything is done and cooked, I'm going to take these bad boys, because I am not a big bread eater. However, I love crackers. I'm not like the mushy bread, should I say, or like French bread and stuff like that. I'll eat like French bread if it's to a crisp and it's in some good old onion soup. But these right here are these bagel crisps that I get from my local grocery store, which is H-E-B. These are really, really good. I'm going to be using these to kind of soak up the juices with. But let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start cooking here. And I'm going to show you how I get down with the get down in my kitchen. Guys, before we move forward, and I'm sorry, I'm like all peeping in the camera. Before we move forward, and the reason being is because I'm trying to set this up where that way you can actually see the food instead of me, because this is going to be based on what I'm cooking today, and not so much as about like my pregnancy and so forth, but it's what I'm cooking today because I actually have this craving for this soup. But I forgot to show you the most important, which is my kale that I'm going to be cooking. I'm sorry. Yeah, my camera, I don't know, my camera's doing something funky. But I forgot to show you these, which is the kale that I'm going to be using. This is one of the main ingredients, okay? I'm going to be breaking these off this stem here. As you can see, it has a long vine in the back. And I'm going to be taking this and cutting this off. And then I'm going to make them into big chops. And I'll show you exactly how everything looks once everything is chopped up and prepared here shortly. So please forgive me for not introducing to you guys the kale. So let me go ahead and let me start getting everything prepped and prepared, and then we'll get on with the cooking, okay? I'll be back here with you shortly. And again, I'm so sorry. Bye, guys. Bye. Well, I mean, not bye, but hold on just a moment. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I know I said that I would be back once everything was chopped up and completed, but I really wanted to show you guys real quick because I think this is very important that you guys do see this here. With the potatoes in particular, especially when you're cooking this particular soup, there are certain ways that you want to actually make the potato or cut the potato so that way it doesn't take a long time, because some people like to cook them or cut them in thicker pieces, and I think that takes much longer and it takes, you know, up more time, especially if you're like me, ready to eat. You don't want to have to wait as long as you would typically have to wait if you're like cutting thicker pieces. So real quickly, let me show you guys how I'm going to go ahead and cut up this potato so that way it cooks, and that way, you know, this is typically how they cook it or how they cut it at the Olive Garden anyways, because this is an Olive Garden inspired Toscana, Zuppa Toscana soup. So what you typically want to do is you want to take, you see how this potato is elongated? You want to take it and you just want to cut it, elongate it down just like this, so that way you get a half, you get two halves. Like this. Just like this. And then all you do is simply, after you get those halves, you just cut going down. And you want to do them like a quarter thick. Like about that thick. About a quarter thick. Can you see that good? That way it cooks, but it's still meaty. It's still potato-ish. And you just cut them just like that, all the way down, and it's very fast. Okay? Okay, guys, sorry about that. I was having some difficulties. Anyways, before, I wanted to mention that I did wash these potatoes off really good because we are keeping the skin on them. So you definitely want to wash the potatoes off really good. And then just cut them the elongated way. And once you're done cutting them the elongated way, and then doing like little quarter halves, what I do is, just so that way the potato doesn't oxidize on you and turn colors, I take them and I soak them in cold water. A bowl of cold, oops, I'm spilling it too. A bowl of cold water. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and complete this, finish washing these and getting everything chopped up and prepped again, like I said. And I'll get back to you once everything is done, okay? I'm not gonna do my kale just yet, because I want to do my kale after everything is put on, because I definitely don't. I like to minimize the mess that I have to make. All right, guys. So I am done with my potatoes, and now I'm going to go ahead and chop my onions. I do have a large white onion, and this is Cry City. But I have my large white onion, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this onion and I'm going to make them into diced onions. As you can see, I've already cut it in half. I've already peeled it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it into diced onions. I don't think I need to show you guys how to dice an onion, but just in case, if you guys aren't aware, well, let me just show you really quick. So, alright, so what I like to do with my onions when I want to dice them is take them how they are facing this way. And kind of go down just like this and go across. And again, this is why I like using this big bad boy right here. And be very careful when you're working with knives, especially large knives. And then I just go across it. Like I kind of go in it just a little bit. Because you do want even shaped onions or diced onions. And then just go on down. And there you go. Makes it neat. It makes your job much easier. And then you can do it again. Makes it much easier to do it this way as well. And then just cut your onions. Go across. Because either way it goes, the onion's already made for you to dice it. There you go. And then you can go in and find little parts that you feel like aren't even or aren't chopped enough. And go right on in. And there you have it. Diced onions. And then after I finish going ahead, because I still have one more half to do, after I finish that half, I'll go ahead and I'll do my cloves of garlic as well. And then once I'm done with the garlic, as y'all can see, I'm getting winded. That's that pregnancy. Get winded so easy the further you get along, even with talking, even just standing there talking. But after I'm done with my vegetables, except for my kale, excluding my kale, because again, like I said, my kale I'm going to do last, and that's just because it's going to, that's going to give the potatoes time to actually cook, which will take anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to fully boil. And then once that's done, then I'll go ahead and add the kale in. But I'll go ahead and do my meat after I do my garlic, okay? And I'll show you that, and well, I'll show you me doing the meat, what I'm going to do with the bacon and so forth here in a minute, okay? Okay guys, so I'm done with my garlic and my onions. I've already chopped them and diced them and minced them as much as possible. And now I'm on to doing my bacon. I've got about 4 slices of bacon. There's 2 on top. And what I'm going to do with this bacon is cut it in half, as you see me doing now. And with the bacon that I'm cutting in half, I'm going to go down the center of it because I don't want my bacon to be too thick. I'm going to go down each little slice like this, like so, and cut it like that, and then I'm going to go across it and cut it, so that way it's cute, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get that done for you right now, just like that, on both of them, top and bottom. And then when I go across, I can go across all 4 bottom pieces just like that. And yeah, it's a little elbow room because as we know, bacon is thick. I mean elbow grease. Alright. So we're almost done with this bottom portion. See how it came out? Small little squares like this. And that's about the size that you want your bacon to come out. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish this and then we'll get on to the cooking part, okay? Alright. Okay guys. So I've already opened up 2 of my sausages, but again, like I said, the Italian hot sausages, this is what we're going to do. These sausages usually come inside an encasing around it. You do not want to cook this sausage with that encasing. What you typically want to do, and let me get this knife out of here because I'm pretty much done with this knife except for when it comes to cutting my kale. So I'm going to wash this off. What you want to do with this sausage is take it and slide it right underneath this little end casing that you see here. Take a little smaller knife and just kind of cut down the center, just like that. And there you have it. And once you cut it, you just open it up, take it, peel it off, and it's real simple. Take it, peel it, throw it right on in there. And I'm going to do all 5 of them. Some people only do 3, some people only do 2, some people only do 4, just depending on the size of the soup that you're making. Unfortunately, here in my household, I'm not the only soup lover. So when I make soup, I have to make soup for everyone, and that includes even my friends that that don't live with me. When they find out that I make the soup, oh, they want to come and get bowls of any of my soup. Because again, like I said, I love soup. I'm a big soup eater. And so once we're done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove on to medium-high. Here. And again, real quick and simple. And you can see like the spices, you can see the heat inside these sausages. So I'll go ahead and turn my stove on to medium-high. Get rid of this here. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. Anytime that you're touching meat, you want to wash your hands very good before you touch anything else. And there you go. So that's on. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of just like break up the meat. You want to break it up because you don't want it to be too big, and you don't want it to be too chunky, and you don't want it to be too small. So you want to break up the meat and make sure that you cook it until it's brown, until you see no more pink in here. And once that's done doing that, then you want to go ahead and you want to add your seasoning. Like, say for instance, I'm using red chili flakes because I like my soup spicy. I absolutely love the spice. I don't know how the baby's gonna like it, but we'll find out after I eat it. But anyways, while this is browning, I do have another pan over here. And as a matter of fact, let me turn this a little bit so you can see. I'm going to go ahead and put my bacon in there because I want to go ahead and get this stuff done and cook quick. So I'm going to go ahead and start browning my bacon in this pan over here. And I can use this same spatula here, as a matter of fact, because it's all going to get cooked eventually in the same dish. And that's also a medium high. And I want to go ahead and just mix that in just a little bit. I don't want to put my camera over it because it's steaming. And I don't want, let me turn this on too. I don't want the camera to get steamed. Sorry guys, I'm all in the camera. But we're browning this meat. And I will be back here after everything's brown and done. Okay guys, meat is almost done browning. And my bacon, let me show you how you want your bacon to look before you go ahead and add your onions. Because this is how my bacon looks. It's not slimy. It's actually got texture, good texture to it, meaty texture. So you want your bacon to kind of look like that. Now what I'm going to do now is go ahead and add my onions that I chopped up. There's my onions. As you can see, there's my onions here and my garlic here. I'm going to go ahead and add my onions in right now until they become translucent. So I'm going to add my onions in with my garlic. With my bacon. I do apologize. With my bacon. And I'm going to mix those up. Season with just a little bit, tiny, witsy bit of salt. Because you don't want to put too much salt in there. Reason being is because you don't know how much salt the bacon has in it, and so how much salt the sausage has in it. But I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up a little bit, just so that way the bacon oil can coat the onions. That's what you want to do. Maybe I can show you just how it looks right now. Let's see. Can you guys see in there? without it steaming up. There you go. Yeah, you guys can see. And you just stir it up. See how that bacon looks in there with that? And I'm going to add like a little, I'll show you how much, I will show you how much salt I add. Take my kosher salt here, along with my pepper. Let me go ahead and mix up this meat a little bit. So the pink is almost out of it. The pink is almost gone, as you can see. Just a little bit more. And it has pepper flakes in it. I can see those clearly. But again, I'm going to be hard-headed. And I'm going to add my own. Just to intensify the spiciness. And I'm breaking up the meat again. Just a little bit. I don't want it too big. And then with the salt, what I'm going to add with the salt is take just a little tiny bit. Maybe not even that much. I'm going to put some more of that back in here. Like that much salt. That much kosher salt. A little pinch. And throw it in there with the onions. And it's going to sweat. Onions are going to sweat with the salt. And I'm going to go ahead and add the pepper as well. Now, with my meat, with my Italian sausage, I'm not going to mix that in there until I decide, until everything comes together. As far as like the potatoes, I'm going to boil the potatoes first in there with the chicken broth before I mix the Italian sausage. So I'm going to keep the Italian sausage off to the side. I'm going to, of course, drain it because I don't want all that fat in there. I already got enough fat from the bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and drain it. But as soon as it's almost done here, I'll be back. Right? Okay, guys, the meat has browned, and I do have it drained here on a paper towel and a plate. And the onions are now translucent. Let me show you real quick. And now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my 3 cans of my chicken stock, my Swanson's chicken broth, in. And after I add those 3 cans, I'm going to go ahead and add the potatoes in. And I'm going to let the potatoes simmer in this, or boil in this, okay? And then once I come back, we'll be adding in the kale and the sausage and the cream. And then we'll be closer to home, closer to eating. Alright, I'll be back here shortly. Okay, guys, so we're almost done now. Let me scoot back so you can see my face. We're almost done now. Basically, all we're waiting on is for the potatoes to finish. I've already cut and cleaned. I washed and, well, we would like to say deveined, but I guess devined. And cleaned my kale. I'm going to just show you real quick because I didn't show you guys how I did it. And once we're done with that, we're going to add this and this together when the actual, and the Italian sausage, when the potatoes are done. We're going to add all that in together and let it boil for probably another 10 minutes. But real quick, this is a fast way to do it. You see how you have this stem here and you have this very hard stem. Once you've washed it, you just simply pull. Just pull it off the leaf. If it doesn't come completely off the leaf, you see how you have that here? Just pull it off. Real simple. And then if you have a bunch of it all together, you can kind of just like curl it together and just give it a good, let me scoot back. Let me scoot you back so you can see. Oh, I guess you still can't see it. Anyways, right here. Sorry guys, I'll fix it. There we go. And you can just curl it together and give it a good quick chop. And that's it. You want them to be at least yay big. Because they will wilt once they do go in the hot steam. This is why we always put the kale in last, because it doesn't take that long to cook. It wilts quick. And it doesn't need to be cooked all the way. I kind of like fresh steamed vegetables. And, you know, with kale, with this soup in particular, with the seasoning, I find it very, very good. It's very delicious to me. So, when we get back, I'll show you the finished touch. Okay guys, so we're here. I've already finished the finishing touches. Basically I put 1 cup of the cream in here, and then I went ahead and I added the kale. And so what I'm going to do is let it cook for 10 more minutes on low, and then once it's done cooking on low after 10 minutes, then I'll go ahead and plate it, and I'll show you how it looks once you decide to you want to go ahead and eat it, which for me it's going to be pretty soon. I'm excited. I'm ready to eat it. So guys, we'll be back here with a plate. And I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I hope you guys enjoyed this dish. We'll be back as soon as it's ready to be plated, and you tell me what you guys think about it, okay? Alright guys, I am back and we are done. Here is the actual, and this is kind of hot too, so I'm going to hold it up for you so you guys can see. Here is the soup. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Do you see that meat, that Italian sausage, the actual broth, the creamy broth? Do you see the potatoes in there? Oh my god, I'm going to just take a spoon out just so you can see it. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to taste this. And I'm trying to get like a piece of everything, like the bacon, the Italian sausage, the potato. Oh my god, along with the kale. This is like the best bite you'll ever have in your life, I promise you. So, this is how it looks. It is so delicious, guys. I know you barely can see my face, but it's so delicious. Look, my mouth is watering. And oh my god, I hope you guys enjoy. Bon appetit. It is delicious, I promise. Sorry guys. This right here is the best to have it with. I don't know, you guys, I'm on like, the bread and all that other stuff, but I'm not a big bread eater. But this right here, excuse me, this right here is delicious. Nice, crunchy, and garlicky. It goes so good with the soup. Anyway, guys, I personally want to thank you guys for tuning in. I definitely want you guys to just keep on looking out for different stuff with me. I want to thank you guys for joining me with cooking for craves in my kitchen today for a pregnant woman. That's 12 weeks pregnant. I am 3 months, guys. Thank you guys for joining in. I want to thank you guys for following me. For all my old subscribers, I appreciate it. For any new people that are joining in, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share my video, because sharing is caring. I love you guys. You are all my love bugs, and you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Don't forget to give my video thumbs up as well. Thank you. Bye.